who said they studied 5 hours a week did better, more than 5 hours on their college entrance exams. This is what kind of study? Yeah, after the fact, we're going back and getting them post practice. You've seen this one before. What do we think about this one?
Self-selection.
Beg pardon? I know if I ask this enough time. So it's good for you to commit before I say the answer. Retrieving, trying to get information is helpful to learning. Which one? C, hypothesis. The fundamental threat, that's my term. You don't see that every place, but in this class, that's a confound, a variable that systematically goes along with the independent variable. And that's, we've spent a lot of time trying to detect confounds and figure out how to avoid them in this class. You guys are now z-score experts, I believe. So what is a z-score? The standard deviation. Equals the standard deviation. And if you're at the 84th percentile, and so what's your z-score? Plus 1, correct. 8, remember, mean plus 34%, get up to 1 standard deviation. And so if you're up 1 standard deviation from 60, then you'll be at the score of 69. So to get that, we have to know two things. The most complex type of study we talked about in this class, we had 3 independent variables. If we get a 3-way interaction, that means one of them depends upon both the levels of both the other ones. And they skewed distribution. All of these measures of central tendency exist, the mean, the median, and the mode, but typically people think that the median is the more representative measure of central tendency in a skewed distribution. That's one of those ones that looks like this. So I have a normal distribution, mean of 45, variance of 16, that's the tricky part. You know the mean is 40, you know the mean is at the 50th, what score is at the 98th percentile? So what is the z-score at the 98th percentile? Plus 2, right? 34 plus 14 will get us 48% above the mean of 50, so we're 2 units above the mean, but the unit, remember, is the standard deviation, not the variance, and I've given you the variance, so we want to get the standard deviation, which is the square root of the variance, or 4, so we've got to go up 4 plus 4, or 8, from 45 to get us to be 53. Way back, an intersubjectively testable is one that we think A. Good. Yes. Any questions about that one? Okay. We take a quote-unquote big question into a small one when we define our terms, basically. That's what they used to tell us in high school. So if we have a test that fairly represents the population, unlike all those polls I talked about for weeks in here, then we would have what kind of a study? Externally valid. If the test fairly represents, if the sample fairly represents the population, then we will have an externally valid. complex question. If we put it in standard form, so what my hope was there, even though it's a little bit complex, that you could pretty quickly get rid of A and B because they don't start correctly. What is the effect of? So it kind of narrows it down to C and D, and D is almost a circular type of answer. So by elimination, I hope you could get to C, and maybe even in a straightforward way. But if it wasn't straightforward, I would hope you could get to C by ruling out the others pretty readily in a question like that. So do older people have worse? This is another one. I ask you to kind of put this in basically into standard form. Do older people have worse memories than younger people? So kind of what is the effect of the age of the participant on their memory ability, which puts A as the independent variable. Stop me here if you have any questions, because I'm going pretty fast.
So that one could not be both? It has to be A, age of participant, or?
No, the amount we called would be the dependent variable.
Okay.
Correlation, measure of degree of relationship between variables without necessarily having a causal implication. So now somebody tells you they have a test that has a reliability of +0.2 and a validity of +0.6. So here